Before you book your balcony on Icon of the Seas, you might want to see this first because Royal Caribbean did something completely different with their infinite balcony cabins. And cruisers, well, they're seriously divided about them. Some people absolutely love them, and others say they would never book them again. So I just spent 7 nights in this infinite balcony that faces the ocean. Stick with me, I'm going to take you on a tour of the room, and then I'm going to give you my pros and cons of this balcony so you have a more educated decision as you go to book your next cruise. Let's go. Icon of the Seas. This is an infinite balcony. So we have a nice size sofa. You've got a USB port over here next to the bed. Now, we can choose to separate these beds, which I think is what we requested, so we might have to change that. Next to the bed on this side, we have another USB and a US outlet. That's nice. Here is the infinite balcony. So where your standard balcony would be, this is all enclosed now. This window will come down if you want to get some fresh air in the room, but you have to remember when you do that, your air conditioner turns off. And then I'm going to turn around once I'm in here and show you that you have a curtain, a divider if you would like some privacy and sit out here while somebody's still sleeping. Let's see how this works. Here we go. How cool is that? Let me back up so you can see. Now we are completely open, like a balcony on the top, glass on the bottom. You can sit here in the morning and have your coffee, some Danish. You can come out the window. And we're in Miami. Nice. I want to go show you the bathroom. We have some more shelves here. Another plug. This is the hairdryer that you get. It's a little nicer than the typical small hairdryers that you see in most of the ships. Then this is a cooler. This is not a refrigerator. Lots of storage. And then they give you all the things depending on what you've ordered. You'll get that here. Oh, you can see we've already been having a couple cocktails. Here's our drinks. This is because of my status, not because everyone would get that, just so you know. The closet has some hanging space. The robes are there for you to use. And then down at the bottom, there's some baskets down here. So these come out and you can store your stuff in there. A little squeaky. Let's check out the bathroom. So I love the bathroom on the Icon because it's not your typical like beam me up Scotty tubular shower, or it does not have that shower curtain that clings to you. It's a nice shower. We've got some products here. Now this is really nice, and this is because I'm Diamond Plus. So if you're Diamond Plus or above, you'll get all of these nice products, the conditioner, the body wash, the shampoo. Otherwise, your cabin just won't have that. And you'll have the standard hair body wash that kind of is, like this says, double duty. It's for everything. And then you have a little seat. Let's open this door. There's a little seat in the shower, which is nice. And then there's a ledge. You have a place that you can hang some of your clothes up there if you're trying to dry stuff out. There's some storage here down below. There's a drawer there for storage. Trash can. And you also have 2 US outlets here, which is really nice if you want to shave or dry your hair in the bathroom. Just note that if you have Dyson hair dryer, it will not work. And they probably have already confiscated it. So comment down below. Tell me what you think. This is beautiful. We love it. It is not your typical balcony, but it's really nice. It gives you a lot more room within your cabin. You feel like you have an extended cabin without paying for a suite. I hope you enjoyed that quick tour of my infinite balcony facing the ocean on the Icon of the Seas. Let me give you my honest opinion and share with you some pros and cons of this particular cabin type. Let me start with the pros. So there is more interior cabin space. That's one of the biggest advantages of this infinite balcony. It adds extra usable space inside of your cabin. Instead of having a separate outdoor balcony area, that space becomes part of your cabin. That means more room to move around, and the seating area feels larger than a typical balcony cabin. The second thing that I'm going to add to the pros list is that you can enjoy it in any weather. If it's raining or chilly outside, you can still enjoy that ocean view without worrying about what's happening with the elements. Plus, your chairs don't get soaking wet and your balcony floor doesn't get wet or slippery. You can just sit comfortably in your balcony space and enjoy that view. The third pro that I want to list is that you stay connected to your room. And what I mean by that is, with a traditional balcony, you have to keep opening and closing that heavy balcony sliding door every time you want to speak to someone that's in the room. Or, for that matter, when they need to speak to you sitting out on the balcony. Here, you can sit at the window. You can have the window down, enjoying that fresh air, and carry on a conversation with anyone else that's in the room without opening or closing that heavy slider door all the time. It just feels a little more social. My favorite pro here, number 4, is the amazing nighttime ocean views. So our favorite routine at night after a long day on the ship or out at the port was to come back in the evening and lower our balcony window. We would just stand there with our arms up on that ledge and stare at the ocean. We would look at the stars. We would listen to the sound of the ocean waves. And a lot of times we would see ships out there sailing past in the night. It was gorgeous. And yes, if your bed is positioned like ours was, closer to the balcony, you can even lay in bed and watch those ocean views, which is pretty amazing. Now let's turn our attention to the cons, in my opinion, of this infinite balcony. Of course, it's not perfect. There are a few downsides to consider. The biggest con that would probably impact me and my family, so it depends on how many people you're traveling with. If you're cruising with friends and family and you want to have balcony cabins side by side, this is a big con. With a traditional balcony, you're able to take down that partition between the balconies, which allowed you to create a bigger balcony space shared by everyone in those rooms. With this infinite balcony, this isn't possible. Each cabin is completely separated. The second con that I'm going to mention is the window can get dirty or foggy. I noticed sometimes the top section of our window panel became filled with condensation or salt buildup, and it can slightly impact your view until they clean it. It's not a deal breaker, but I just want you to be aware of that. Number 3, I didn't think about this until I needed it. With a traditional balcony, when we come in from a pool day or a port day where we have wet clothes coming in with us, I like to drape them over the chairs out on the outside balcony because the sun can warm them and dry them, right? Well, with this infinite balcony, you don't have that outdoor space for that. Yes, you can hang them in your shower, that's fine. I did find if they weren't soaking wet, I would still sort of lay them out on that infinite balcony just so the sun could hit them, but you're not getting that drying time, that quick speed as if you had that outdoor space. Another con, this would be con number 4. If you enjoy laying out on your balcony or sitting out on your balcony sunbathing, this cabin is not for you. You cannot sit in your little infinite balcony space and catch the rays. So you need to go up on the pool deck for that, or just don't book this balcony type. So the big question is here, would I book this balcony again, this infinite balcony? And my answer is 100% yes. I actually loved it compared to a traditional balcony cabin, and so did my roommate. But here's one important caveat. This works best if you have an infinite balcony that is facing the ocean. I actually had an infinite balcony that faced Central Park when I was on the Star of the Seas back in August, and honestly, we didn't even use it very much. I liked the additional space inside, but we didn't really use it like a balcony. We never lowered our window. But if you're facing the ocean, I think it completely changes this experience. Being able to sit there, open the window, listen to the waves as the sea goes by, that's what cruising is all about. So if you're planning a cruise on Icon of the Seas or the Star of the Seas, or maybe even the upcoming Legend of the Seas, I would love to know your opinion. Would you book an infinite balcony facing the ocean, or do you prefer a traditional balcony? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want more Icon of the Seas tips, tours, and cruising planning advice, make sure to subscribe to Cruise Savvy. In the next few weeks, I'm going to be coming out with a lot more Icon of the Seas tips and tricks, and a complete ship tour just for you. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until then, happy sailing.